Just how twisted is this coach? He had students practicing treading water underwater when suddenly one student got a leg cramp. The student struggled desperately, clearly about to drown. Despite this, the coach refused to let the student get out of the water until the student swam to the surface, enduring the pain. Yet the coach immediately expelled the student. He even ordered students to soak in an ice-cold pool. As they shivered uncontrollably, he kept adding ice cubes. Once the pool was sufficiently frozen, he plunged in alongside them, experiencing the cold firsthand while explaining the principles of hypothermia underwater. His unconventional training methods shattered the school's traditional teaching practices. Yet even the principal, several military ranks his senior, could find no fault with him, for he was a legendary sea rescuer. Saving lives was a conviction ingrained in his very bones. Having saved countless lives in innumerable maritime disasters, no one had the right to judge him. Despite his body of honorary medals, they could not outweigh the physical and psychological scars from past rescue missions. Just a week prior, he and his team were conducting a sea search and rescue operation when a storm had sunk a cargo ship. By the time they arrived, only one survivor remained. As Randall dove into the water to rescue him, a massive wave suddenly crashed over the sea surface. A container it had swept up slammed into the tail of the rescue aircraft. The survivor, just placed in a rescue basket, was instantly dragged into the depths by the sinking aircraft. Randall swam desperately toward the basket, only to find his severely injured teammate when he surfaced. He placed his comrade into the life raft, but by then, the teammate was barely clinging to life.
You feel that? Yeah. I think you're alive. I'm not gonna let go. Don't you?
Yet the next day, his teammate died in his arms. All 5 colleagues perished on this mission, leaving him as the sole survivor. This became an inescapable nightmare haunting his mind. To manage his psychological state, his superiors assigned him to teach at the Elite Training Academy. Since coaching didn't involve saving lives, Randall was initially reluctant to take the coaching role. Yet his advancing age and years spent submerged in water had taken a toll, leaving him physically diminished. His superiors reminded him that while coaching couldn't save lives directly, it could teach others how to save lives. Teaching others to save lives would also maximize his impact. This finally persuaded him to reluctantly report to the Elite Academy. Upon arrival, he abandoned traditional physical training methods, instead having students dive directly into underwater practice. His extensive rescue experience taught him how to train skills most relevant to real-world emergencies. Yet rigid instructors questioned his approach.
There's a gap between training and what really happens out there, Cujo.
Oh, really?
That's right. My intention is to narrow that gap. Now, if someone has a problem with that idea, I'd like to hear about it.
The teaching assistants could only lower their heads when it came to surface water rescue.